Hello students, welcome to the class. And today's topic, I think this should be important for even 9th class student and for even grade 10 students. So we will be talking about a very basic grammar topic, and we will be moving on to modals. But before that, I would like to start with the topic of verbs. Okay, see this. Okay, now the point is that we all know what verb means. Verb is the state of being, okay, of a subject. कि जिस subject की आप बात कर रहे हो, the person or any subject you're talking about, he is in what state, that can be shown with the help of verbs. To start with, we talk about action verbs and we talk about helping verbs. I guess you already know this much part. Action verb, they are also known as main verb. Helping verb, they are also known as auxiliary verbs. And as you can see from here, I'll try to get through this, that if you talk about examples of action verb, then anything that denotes your action, whatever you are doing, it's whether you are running, whether you are fighting, whether you are taking a bath, okay, whether you are sleeping, run, sleep, eat, drink, sleep, understand. But one more thing to observe is that when you say run, that is not a state of being. It looks more like a command. Run matlab, you will say bhagna, but it's not bhagna. Run means bhag, sleep means so, eat means kha. But apne aap mein kha, so, these are commands. They are not action in itself. So we add to. I hope you understand this. To run, to sleep, to eat, to drink, and to sleep. Now they become proper action verbs. So there are a lot of them. I hope the action verb part is clear to you. Anything that denotes your action. Okay, if you take a example of a person like Rohit is running, Rohit is eating burger, Rohit is trying to sleep, all these things. He's trying to sleep, he's eating, he's taking a bath. These are all part of action verbs. Now in a sentence you said Rohit is going for a walk. We understand this part, that here this going, the go plus ing, this going is denoting his action. But what is this? Is. This is helping verb. As you can see, we can't say Rohit is for a walk, but in another sentence we can say Rohit went for a walk. Did you see any helping verb over here? No. So one thing is that we can conclude that action verbs can be used in a sentence without the use of the helping verbs, but helping verbs cannot be used on their own. Okay, there needs to be another main verb or action verb in order for helping verbs to be of any use. Okay, now we will move on to a few examples of helping verbs. See this. The helping verbs as I have already told you are also known as auxiliary verbs. Okay, now what's the main use of them? Here helping verbs are used precisely to express tense. To express tense of a sentence. In the last sentence we said Rohit is going for a walk. Rohit is going. Anyways, let it be just Rohit is going. Had it been Rohit was going. So here from present scenario this would have become into past. So you understand that helping verbs are important to express tenses. Now we will talk about the important three helping verbs, or you can say that they are sort of parent verb. First we talk about to be. Okay, see this, to be. This gives birth to is, am, are, was, were, be, and been. In a similar manner you can see that to have is precisely for perfect tense, to show any action that has been completed. We have got three: have, has for the present tense, and had for the past tense. Now here we talk about the third one. Here we say to do. In a similar manner, do and does for the present and did for the past. Okay, so these are three main helping verbs. Understand? Be, have, and do. One more thing, that these three helping verbs can actually be used as main verbs as well. Okay, they can also act as main verb. Now move on. So now as you have got a basic idea about helping verb and main verbs, we can talk about verb phrase. What's a verb phrase? It consists of helping verb plus main verb used in a sentence. Okay, something to be noted about verb phrases, that this cannot have, or verb phrase cannot have more than three helping verbs. More than three helping verbs. Okay, now we will move on to our next topic, and or for that matter I'll give you an example of a verb phrase. You said Rohit has been studying for 2 hours. Okay, in this sentence, has helping verb, been helping verb, studying main verb. This forms a verb phrase. Okay, if you say that I was going to school, then here was helping verb, going main verb. This would have made the verb phrase. Okay, now we will move on, and now we come to our main topic, modals. Modals, they are also known as modal verbs. let's see what's there in that. First of all, what we need to understand is that what do they do? What is the function that they perform? See, they express the mood or manner of the action. What does that mean? आप किसी सेंटेंस में इसको यूज़ कर रहे हो, आप जिस बात को कह रहे हो, you are speaking it in what manner? आप like you are taking it very lightly. Are you very serious about the thing that you are speaking about? So that would be represented by the modal verbs, or they would help you till a degree in showing your like necessity of the sentence, in expressing the possibility of it. Say this: it expresses the mood or manner of the action. Okay, then one more thing, that modal verbs do not change their form, they remain the same. Last bit, they are used to express what? Obligation, possibility, and necessity. Okay, now the possibility of something, you think that you're very sure about this, you are lightly sure, okay, then that can change how you speak the sentence. Understand? And if you talk about necessity, let's say you're calling your friend and you're inviting him to watch a cricket match together. There you will not show a lot of seriousness. But in a case like if someone has got into an accident and you're asking for his help, there what will you say, or how your manner will be? You will show, or you will try to be very serious in your tone. That tone, to a degree, is helped by the modal verbs that you use in your sentence. Okay, now we will come to that. Okay, see, modals are used to ask for, you can say, permission, see, for permission, we precisely use these modals: may, can, could. So try to understand that there's not a very strict rule by which they go. We know that for a certain condition more than one modal can be applied and it will still be okay. For example, if I say for permission we use may, can, could. Okay, like you can ask, may I come in? For permission, काफ़ी बार यूज़ भी किया है आपने. You can say कि could I use your phone please? Okay, so permission के लिए we use may, can and could. Then in a very similar manner, in order to make a request, we can use, what can we use? Can and could. Can और could का use हो सकता है. For example, again, if you wish to use could, and you're asking for some directions, could you please tell me directions to Sahara metro station? Here again, for a very polite request, you use could. Okay, again, now moving on, here we have talked about permission and request. Then in order to express a possibility of something, hold on a second. Yeah, in order to express a possibility, कोई चीज़ की पॉसिबिलिटी कितनी है, हो सकती है, नहीं हो सकती है, श्योरिटी कितनी है, वी यूज़ may, might and could. Okay, for example, we can see that it might rain during the night. Like, you're not very sure, again we can't be very sure about the weather, but then there are chances, and if there are chances then you can use may, might or could. All three of them are going to have quite a similar possibility of meaning, so you can use either of them out of these three actually. Then we talk about giving advice or suggestion. When you're supposed to give an advice, I think this is quite easy for all of us to understand. Should. We use should. For example, you should stay indoors these days. You should stay indoors to break the COVID-19 chain. We should always wear helmets while driving, or while driving our bikes for that matter. See this. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. Advice or suggestion, should, we have been using it for quite a lot now. Then now just try to understand कि in the last scenario we used the word should, saying that we should stay indoors, but then if in case of compulsion or necessity, in a scenario when we hardly have got any choice, then we will definitely use must or have to. For example, okay, see this. If you're trying to advise a healthy person that you should not eat junk food, that's fine, not a very big deal, but you can still say for advice that you should not eat junk food. But try to understand, is this a very emergency sort of situation? I guess no. लेकिन अगर इसी सिचुएशन में we have got an ICU patient, a patient who is in ICU, then will you use the same tone? You should not eat junk food. There should be a little more compulsion on our statement, so we will say you must not eat junk food. Understand? Yeah. Then similarly we said have to. Have to also shows a degree of necessity, like I have to complete my wait preparations in order to clear the exam. Here you see we are also in a necessity situation over here. So you see must or have for that matter. Must के और examples क्या हो सकते हैं? आप किसी को बोलो that you should not touch a hot beaker. That's okay. But in case, can you tell him with the same degree that you should not touch a running generator with, let's say, 100 megawatts generator? There it would be must. Necessity या compulsion जहाँ पे ज़्यादा होती है, emergency situation sort of situation, there we always use must or have to. Then again, in the very same sense, if we are demanding for prohibition, for what? Prohibition. Then we will use must not. Okay? For example, you must not touch electric equipments with wet hands. गीले हाथों से इलेक्ट्रिक इक्विपमेंट्स को छूने को मना किया जाता है. सो यू मस्ट नॉट, करंट लग जाएगा, अच्छा नहीं होगा. मस्ट नॉट. अंडरस्टैंड? देन a few more are remaining. Let's see. In order to express a promise, okay, or show your intention, we can use will or shall. Shall was actually used for first person under normal circumstances in future tense, but future is no more a tense in English, so यूज़ अब इसका काफ़ी कम हो गया है. But for future references, I told you future is not a tense in English anymore, but for future references we can always use will. I will call you for dinner. आपने अपनी इंटेंशन बता दी कि मैं आपको कॉल कर लूँगा. ओके? एंड अगर वो कॉल नहीं करेंगे आप, तो आपका फ्रेंड नाराज़ हो जाएगा. देन ही विल से कि आपने जो प्रॉमिस था, जो आपने वादा किया था 9 बजे कॉल करने का या डिनर के टाइम कॉल करने का, वो आपने तोड़ दिया. एनीवेज, देन टू एक्सप्रेस अ विश. एनी केसेस ऑन दिस? व्हाट कैन यू यूज? नो, कोई नहीं. मे. ओके, sorry. Okay, that you wish for someone, may you have a long life. May God bless you. Understand? Yeah. A few more things to be remembered, that a modal does not change according to number of people or person, of subject. For example, I can learn, can here, okay, he can learn. फर्स्ट पर्सन से सेकंड पर्सन पे आप आ गए हो, आई से ही पे, इट रिमेन्स द सेम. सॉरी, ही इज़ थर्ड पर्सन. इन केस ऑफ सेकंड पर्सन, यू कैन लर्न can does not change. Or if you say we can learn, in case of plural, even here the modal does not change. Okay. And one more thing to understand, that a modal is always used with a verb in its basic form. The verb should be in its basic form. Okay. The modal will work as tense itself. I can run, fine. Okay. I could run can show past tense as well. So run remains same and it does not change. Okay. I hope this part is clear to you. Then we also know that in case of contraction, it's quite simple. Cannot becomes what? Can't. Okay. Similarly, do not becomes don't. Will not will become won't. Okay. I hope this was clear to you. So all in all, we are quite done with the basics of verbs and modals. Now for example, I think if I have got a, here it was, you can see, and it says that fill in the blanks with suitable modals from the ones given below. And if you wish to do it, well, you can always take a screenshot, but anyway, let's try to do it. Edit, wait. Okay, yeah. Ritu's flight from Morocco took more than 11 hours. किसी की 11 घंटे की फ़्लाइट रही है, तो आपको क्या कंडीशन लगती है उसकी, कि मतलब पॉसिबिलिटी किस चीज़ की है? थोड़ी बहुत एग्जॉस्टेड होगी, 11 घंटे एक साथ एक जगह बैठने के बाद कंप्लीट 100% चांस कि जो इंसान है वो बिल्कुल थक गया होगा. सो वी विल से शी व्हाट मस्ट बी एग्जॉस्टेड आफ्टर सच अ लॉन्ग फ्लाइट. She dash prefer to stay in tonight and get some rest. Again, any guesses? Any guesses again? Ritu's flight from Morocco took more than 11 hours. She must be exhausted after such a long flight. She dash prefer to stay in tonight and get some rest. So that's sort of an advice, okay? She should prefer to stay in tonight and get some rest. Moving on. If you want to get a better feeling for how Raniganj is laid out, you dash walk downtown and explore the riverside. What is this? This is sort of an advice. Again. And you can say you should walk downtown and explore the riverside. Or for that matter, you can also say should or have to. Okay, because just in case if you try to understand कि इसके पास शायद कोई और ऑप्शन ना हो उस चीज़ को बेटर फील करने का. Moving on to the third one, you dash research the route a little more before you set sail. आप पूरी जर्नी पर जा रहे हो, क्या लगता है कि लाइटली लेना चाहिए किसी रिसर्च को करना स्टार्ट करने से पहले? बिल्कुल लाइटली नहीं लेना चाहिए. दिस इज़ अ केस ऑफ मस्ट, दिस इज़ अ केस ऑफ नेसेसिटी. You must research the route a little more before you set sail. Then next, when you have a small child in the house, you dash leave small objects lying around. See this. आपके घर में अगर छोटे बच्चे हैं तो छोटी छोटी चीज़ों को क्या ऐसे ही छोड़ देना चाहिए ज़मीन पर ताकि वो बच्चे उनको अपने माउथ में डाल सकें, आँखों में मार सकें? ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. ओके, सो दिस इज़ अ केस ऑफ प्रोहिबिशन एंड हियर इट बिकम्स मस्ट नॉट. Understand? And these few I'm leaving for you. I hope that you will try to go through them. Okay, in case of any doubt you can always contact me. Okay, take care till then.